Good evening. What a wonderful day. It was just fantastic outside. Spent a lot of time on the deck uh, talking to Kelly. We smoked some meat today. It was just an awesome day. I hope you had as good a day as I did. I want to spend a few minutes here at the end of the day and asking you a question. What do you have that belongs to you? What do you have that belongs to you? I remember when I was a kid, and I'd be with the other kids in the neighborhood, maybe some cousins or something, and maybe I'd have something, some toy that I was enjoying, and somebody else would pick it up. I'd go, "No, that's mine," and or maybe I'd pick up somebody else's toy, and I'd hear, "No, no, no, that's mine." So, what is mine, and why do I have it? I want to talk to you about that. So, I've got some tea. I'm living out here on the edge tonight. This is Phoenix. I had some this morning, a little bit more this afternoon. I really like it. Probably got a bit more caffeine in it than I should probably be considering at the end of the day, but I really enjoy it. So get yourself something. Let's relax. Let's spend a few moments in the scriptures. And when you sit down, I want you to turn to Exodus chapter 12. Exodus chapter 12, and we're right here in at the end of the plagues, and God is telling his people to prepare themselves to leave. Pharaoh's at the end of his rope. The angel of death has come on. All the firstborn in Egypt were gone, and it says here in Exodus 12 verse 33, the Egyptians were urgent with the people to send them out of the land in haste, for they said, "We shall all be dead." So the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading bowls being bound up in their cloaks on their shoulders. The people of Israel had also done as Moses told them, for they had asked the Egyptians for silver and gold and jewelry and for clothing. And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they let them have what they asked. Thus, they plundered the Egyptians. Now, you know how the rest of the story goes. They leave Egypt. Pharaoh has second thoughts again. The Hebrews get to the edge of the Red Sea. Their backs to the Red Sea. They see the Egyptians coming. Moses parts the waters. They go across on dry land. And when the Egyptians try to follow, the waters close in over them. And there's this incredible victory that the people have without even raising a finger. God does it all. But now they're on the other side of the Red Sea, and they're beginning to trek through the wilderness. And I want you to think about this for a second, because they have all of the wealth of Egypt with them. They also have weapons of war that they would have collected from the shores of the Red Sea, from the soldiers who had been drowned in it. And they're in the desert. They're in the wilderness. You got to believe that somewhere around the first week or so, that gold and silver might not have meant quite as much as it did when they first got it. What are they going to buy with it? So why does God give them this incredible wealth, and then take them into an area that where they really have no benefit of it? As a matter of fact, it's probably more of a burden than it is anything else. Well, I'm going to show you why God gave it to them. Okay, let's go to Exodus 25. And if we take a look at Exodus 25, the law has come down. God has given them the commandments. He's given them the laws, and now he wants them to build a tabernacle. He wants them to build a mobile home for God to dwell in among his people. The tabernacle will be the symbol of God's presence among his people. So here in Exodus 25, we see the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the people of Israel that they take from me a contribution. From every man whose heart moves him, you shall receive the contribution from me. And this is the contribution that you shall receive from them." Listen to this: gold, silver, bronze, blue and purple and scarlet yarns, and fine twined linen, goat's hair, tanned ram skins, goat skins, acacia wood, oil for the lamps, spices for the anointing oil and for a fragrant incense, onyx stones, and stones for setting, for the ephod and for the breastpiece, and let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell in their midst, exactly as I show you concerning the pattern of the tabernacle and all its furniture, so that you shall make it. So God gave them the riches of Egypt so that they could worship their God, so that they could construct a home for them. Everything they had came from God and was for the glory of God. Think about that for just a little bit. Because I think we have a tendency as human beings to lay claim to things, to think that they're our own, when really they belong to God. He owns everything. And, one day when people gather around us as we lie still, we will be able to take none of that with us. And the question that will be asked is, did you do this for the glory of God? So just remember the lesson of the Egyptians and the riches that God's people carried into the wilderness for his sake, for his glory. And in return, they received his protection and his blessing. So let that be in your thoughts at the end of the day. I hope you have a great night. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow morning. I love you. I miss you.